Alright, so we got some old coffee here, and I bought this new maybe a year or two ago, saying I told Natalie that I was going to do decaf, you know, just when I had sleep problems or whatever it was. She refused to drink it. So we basically have like 80%, 90% of the coffee still in the mug here, or the can. I'll take it here in Wetlands Zone 1 and do a nutrient trench on this bed we've been working on. Usually we use coffee grounds when we, use it as nutrients. And this, we actually tried to make this the other day and it was kind of stale tasting, so there it goes. Almost a whole can of coffee. I just got a bucket of well-aged leaves, a few fresh elderberry pieces because they were in my way, along with maybe some newer leaves on the top. But a lot of this is aged so much that it has already turned into leaf mold or some type of dirt. Seedlings of various things have already in there. There's probably Virginia creeper there, probably some tallow, but we're going to dump it on this bed here. You can see there's a lot of it's already turned to dirt. That should be a pretty high nutrient level there. Yep, that's looking good. We still got some major work, but mainly clearing out the bigger sticks and stuff in the middle so that we can dig a hole there. But we need to go ahead and add some of our own compost and nutrients and all that stuff probably. We may not even need a lot of nutrients. We got the coffee, we got this compost leaf mold stuff, and we might just need some more soil so that when we put whatever peach or apple or whatever here, the roots around where it was once potted do not need to be in air. They need to be kind of moist and dense with a little bit of soil around it. As long as we can keep it moist, maybe it'll do okay. Now, I'm not gonna rake a lot of leaves. I wanna get a few here, a few there, and just get some pine needles. And I think for the leaves part, sticks for the most part will be done. So not even half a bucket. I just raked in 4 different piles. One pile had like red maple and sweet gums, one had camphor, one had magnolia, and one had mostly pine needles, which is at the top there. All right, maybe let's put some stink water on it. Oh yeah, some nasty stuff here. Don't ever want to get this on your hands or your skin. And it just bubbled up on my hands just a little bit there. That's probably enough. There we go. Oh, that is a bunch of nasty, nasty stuff there. Full of nutrients, So we have our compost in here, a scoop. We have our magic soil with the fungal root growth and the earthworms. Both of them have earthworms in it. And we're going to get a little bit of garden lime to add to it and probably be done with that bed for today. It's always messy. Probably need gloves for this. All right, we've seeded it. Now, Natalie, where'd all this come from?
Blue Star Nursery.
We hit the mother lode, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
So not all of these are going in the raised bed projects. And that avocado and that mayhaw did not come from Blue Star, but I think everything else did. So, as I said, not everything's going to the raised bed project, but we have a blood orange. Not sure what the cultivar is. There are a few that would grow here that are normally sold. None of the roses here are going to the project, but maybe a couple of those tomato plants, and we got some local made compost there that we're going to try. And we have 2 blueberry shrubs we're going to try in the raised bed. One of the raised beds or 2 of the raised beds, just to see how well they do. I've had a lot of bad luck with the blueberry plants, growing them in the ground here. People say they like acidic soil. They say, you know, put them where it's flooded. I've planted them all over here and not had good luck with them at all. You think we're gonna have good luck with them blueberries in our raised bed projects?
I hope so. I don't know.
Natalie said, don't forget to get a video or a picture of this pink hibiscus, I guess. Well, what a better, you know, what more could be a better surprise than to get a big old whole other load of pine here for our raised bed projects. So we got plenty here, and we might even get a little bit more the other day. Now I got a bunch of this ash and partially burnt sticks, cardboard, whatever, potash alternative that we burn every once in a while and make. And let's put it on that bed. Let's dump it. We're going to kind of mix it around. And are we going to do something either brave or stupid today before this episode ends? We'll see. Some of this Happy Life compost and cow manure. I don't think I put any on this before, but if I did, hey, we got a little bit more. Now we're going to take this bag of locally made compost and put about half of it on there. Kind of spread it out. We're probably going to have to really get deep in there with some sticks and stuff. We kind of wallowed out a hole here, and when we put our pot there, we'll see if we have to waller it out more. So what are we going to be here? I said what are we going to put here, I should say. I said I'm either brave or stupid for doing this. But this Florida Gold peach, these things seem to be at a premium right now. Not the easiest to find, not the cheapest. Definitely a little bit more expensive than the small citrus trees we've been getting. All right, there she is. Now we're gonna put some compost there, try to push it in, water it in, and hope for the best. Like always, rainwater. You can see the colors like greenish, yellowish from the algae and stuff in the water. And we're going to backfill it, or rake it back so it's kind of mulchy here, and we can always bring in some more leaves and stuff later on. So there it is, right? Florida Gold Peach. Good luck with us. For us, one of the blueberries and maybe 1 or 2 tomato plants on a few of these raised beds. We're going to do the blueberry on raised bed 1 and at least 1 tomato on raised bed number 1. And this was recommended to us, this local compost for tomatoes. So we're going to use this as like a base for the roots, because there's a lot of air pockets and stuff in this one. There is our blueberry tree there, and there is our tomato, Ace 55. Field peas or black-eyed peas here that are getting old, so I'm just going to throw them out in the beds. And you know, peas are nitrogen fixing, so if they come up and grow, sprout, die down, whatever, they should feed the beds a little bit. So some here. Just like that. Got a nice garden visitor here, a nice banded water snake. Yeah, we put these on the post mycorrhizal beds as well. Anything that's planted out already, for the most part. I think I did throw one handful on 2 of the beds that weren't planted out yet, but oh, well. That's about it for today's crossover episodes between Wetlands Zone 1, Season 2, and Season 2 of the Raised Age Wood Chip Alternative Beds. Kind of mess that up every time I try to say it. So we finished that bed up at Wetlands Zone 1. We planted a peach in it. We put all kinds of, ash, seeded it with different composts, our magic soil, leaves, pine needles, all kinds of good stuff, all kinds of wood material. And we planted one of the blueberries out I think only one of the tomatoes, but we're going to do more later. We just kind of run out of time in this episode. We've been working 2 days on this while trying to maintain a kind of a busy life, busy schedule. So I guess that's it. Take care.